Does it really matter how your medical cannabis medicine is produced and grown? That's what we'll discuss today on MCPA TV. Something that I am pushing for is that potentially that we will add GMP certification to our rules and regs or into our bill, and that will help ensure that everybody is compliant and
absolutely
and having clean medicine.
We don't have to be. We're not
That's right.
by law have to be GMP. We just voluntarily spent the money and time and effort to do it that way because we believe we're making medicine. Yeah. And I hope that the standard, I mean, basically in most of the other legal states, GMP is actually mandated, and I hope Mississippi will do the same thing, because if you're buying from us, look, it ought to be, it's not costing the small guys any more money to do it right. It may make them build or operate a little bit differently, but it really isn't that much more expensive to do it correctly. It really isn't. There are ways you can do GMP certification, follow all the rules and do everything from a 2,000 square foot grow all the way up to 100,000 square foot. This isn't just for big business.
No, it's not. And you're right, it can help even the small growers. And, you know, one thing that has been brought to my attention as well is that this potentially being GMP certified can reduce a lot of your fail rates.
100%.
Your testing and less testing may have to take place, which would be really incredible. And, you know, testing is something that's essential. It is required, but something you don't want to have to do over and over.
Right.
To try to find out what's wrong with your products, and then to get failed batches and to have remediation or to have it destroyed.
Right.
And so this actually is something that could save a lot of money for everybody, from the micro grower to the mega grower.
Yes.
It really would be a game
really
changer
will.
for everybody.
Yes.
And of course, we always come back to it's safe, clean medicine. In the end, that's what our patients are going to get.
It's what the patients deserve.
Yeah.
If you're using this for medicine, you ought to be able to buy it with, you shouldn't be buying it from the street corner hoping that what you're getting is going to meet your condition. We think we can do a better way for patients. I really believe that.
Oh, absolutely. I know it for a fact that you're going to have medicine that is legitimate, that, you know, and patients aren't going to have to worry about contaminants. And that's the thing that I've always been so concerned about, is that, you know, so many patients now are still having to go to the illicit market, but we don't know what's in the product. And honestly, it could be making a patient even sicker. And so, you know, that's a scary thought, and that's not what we want for our patients. We fought so hard to have a clean
absolutely.
bill.
And Angie, I don't want to belabor bad news, but there were 4 kids that died the other day because they bought illegal cannabis and it was laced with rat poison. I mean, that's the news story. That's headline news stuff, and it's like, Mississippi deserves better.
Oh, absolutely.
Austin deserves better.
Yes.
I take it out of the brand thing and I put it down to a person. When I had lunch with Austin, I listened to his story. This boy went through hell, and he did such a great job. He held his head up. He was willing to you know, try something different, and it worked for him. Thankfully, he got good, safe, clean medicine. But can you imagine if you're a mom and he comes home and he's got, you know, cannabis he bought on the street and it's got rat poison in it? I mean, Mississippians deserve better. Yeah. We just really believe that. So the other thing is I want to talk about with Southern Sky, one of the things that we're going to be doing to assure patients that we're going to be doing everything by the book, clean everything, we're going to be actually doing tours. I'm hiring a girl with an agricultural tourism degree.
Wonderful.
Oh my gosh, Nia is going to be wonderful. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up tours where you can come to our facility once it's up and running. We would love to have people come up and walk through, and we'll show you every aspect of our business, how we're doing it, why we're doing it, and then what the end result is. And that's good, safe, verifiable, clean medicine that we know works for specific diseases or conditions.
Yeah, I think that's really great, and will be so interesting to so many of our people in Mississippi to be able to come through and tour such a wonderful facility as yours. But I'll bet you they've got to suit up properly, huh?
Yeah, there's going to be there's a full, so we'll have, when every worker that goes in our building, when it's finished, we'll have a complete gowning room because People don't realize it, but when you're walking around outside, you got powdery mildew on you. I have it on me. You got botrytis. There's a lot of pests, little thrips, little small spider mites that can ride in on you. So what we do is go through a gowning process. Again, this is all GMP certified, good manufacturing practices. So you'll go in, get completely gowned up. You'll have to step in booties, wear a hairnet. Then you'll leave there. You'll have to go through a air shower. We'll put you in a room, shut the door. It blows a lot of air over you. And that puts it through a HEPA filter. And then once you're in the building, then you still have to have a key card access to get in to each individual places. The reason for that, if you're in one growing room, you can't leave that one and go to another growing room. You have to get cleaned up to go back in that one. And the reason for that is we don't want cross-contamination. Yeah. Like every other drug facility I've ever worked in, if you're dealing with a drug facility, they're in PPE, they've got gloves on. We don't want contaminants in our building. So absolutely, we're building not only the environment that's very tight and very safe and very clean, but also all the procedures for that will all be GMP certified.
Well, I really love that and the cleanliness of it, but it sounds like the people that get to tour it will be almost like a Hollywood experience.
It is. Believe me, it is. And it is interesting. The first time you walk in a room that's full of cannabis growing, number one, your senses are just overloaded because of the smells, the sounds, and everything else. It's like going into a hospital. First time you go in a hospital, it's overwhelming because there's too many things. If you work there all the time, you get used to it. I work there all the time and I'm still not used to it. Every time I walk in a room, it's still just like, oh my gosh, that's all here. Yeah. And then to see the lab and watch our kitchen. We have a girl, Rachel, that's going to be running our kitchen, and we're going to be producing very, very unique. Everybody does gummies, everybody does chocolate bars, and they should. They're good. Vape pens and all that. I think we will be designing some very, very cool, specific products, not only edibles, but also tinctures and other things for very, very, very specific conditions. We're pretty excited about that.
Absolutely. I'm excited about that, and so excited for our patients that y'all will have, some products that are different and that actually are proven to work. Yeah. And there are just so many different methods that patients can use,
absolutely,
to reap the benefits. And so, because like if you think of a chemo patient or somebody like my son who had nerve damage to his nervous system and couldn't keep food down, then generally a vape form is going to be better, and they can alternate then with an edible and over time. And so, it's really great to know that Southern Sky Brands is going to produce safe, clean medicine for our patients and give them so many different options to take to help them restore their quality of life. And so thank you so much, Steve, for joining us. And I thank you, our viewers, for watching MCPATV. For more information about the Mississippi Cannabis Patients Alliance, go to our website, follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this informative video with your friends and family. Thank you so much again for joining MCPATV.